Good morning and welcome to the Daily Devotion. It's Friday, March 19th, 2021, and tomorrow it will be the first day of spring. My name is Mike Bridgewater and I'm the Operations Director here at the church building. And as you know, here on Fridays we've been working our way through the letter to the Hebrews. One of my favorite quotes is from Teddy Roosevelt, and it's known as the man in the arena. It's from a speech he gave back in 1910, and it goes like this. It says, "It's not the critic that counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes up short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming. But who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms, the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat." Now you may be asking yourself, what does this all have to do with the letter to the Hebrews? As we learned at the beginning of this study, the early Jewish converts faced all sorts of persecution, including death. We'll learn just a little bit more about that when we get to the end of chapter 11 here in a couple weeks. And although these particular Hebrews were not likely in a physical arena like the Colosseum, they were in the arena. Let's read the closing of Hebrews chapter 10, starting at verse 32. The writer says, "But remember the former days, when after being enlightened, you endured a great conflict of sufferings, partly by being made a public spectacle through insults and distress, and partly by becoming companions with those who were so treated. For you showed sympathy to the prisoners and accepted joyfully the seizure of your property, knowing that you have for yourselves a better and lasting possession. Therefore do not throw away your confidence, which has a great reward. For you have need of endurance, so that when you have done the will of God, you may receive that what was promised." Then the writer quotes from the Old Testament in Habakkuk. He says, "For in a little while, he who is coming will come and will not delay. But my righteous one will live by faith, and if he shrinks back, my soul has no pleasure in him." And then the writer of Hebrews ends chapter 10 with some really encouraging words. He says, "But we are not among those who shrink back to destruction, but of those who have faith for the safekeeping of the soul." If you're an active member of the body of Christ, the church, you too are in this arena, just like these first century Christians. So don't become discouraged when you receive criticism, and don't let the words of others steal away your joy. Persevere. Continue to be light to those around you, and be a doer of good deeds. Jeff's going to continue showing us the way out this weekend. Our service times are at 9 and 10:30. You can join us online or come out to the building. We have plenty of space and the coffee will be hot. We've been having more and more people come back to the building each week, and I hope to see you here on Sunday. Bye-bye.